First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Alicia is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Jason. So in a little bit, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Alicia, how long has it been since you heard from Jason?
Hi, guys. It's been like 2 weeks.
Have you tried to reach out to him?
I've tried like once or twice. Like, I don't want to seem crazy or anything, but yeah, I've tried a little and just nothing in response.
Well, why don't you tell us about the date and how you guys met?
Yeah, so we met on Hinge, as most people do these days, I feel like. We chatted for a good minute. Like, it was back and forth for like a couple of weeks, actually. He suggested we do like a traditional date, just dinner, which he paid for. It was very nice. We didn't get drinks afterwards. We just sort of went our separate ways. So, I don't know. I felt like it was really positive. We did kiss, just a little bit. Very small, very nice. And he texted to make sure I got home, which felt like a positive sign. And yeah, that was the last thing I heard from him.
So what was going on during like the dinner? Like, what were you guys talking about? Did you feel like you guys were flirtatious? Because, I mean, to be honest, it sounds a little bit dry from, just that was that. I mean, maybe, for both of you, even not just him,
I mean, I thought in the conversation, like, I don't want to sound crazy, but I thought this guy was really perfect. He really checked all of my boxes.
Wow.
And he was so flirty over like the Hinge messages and everything. And when we were texting, he was super flirty and I was really excited. So maybe that's why I'm sort of downplaying it now because my ego is a little bit hurt. But he was just so sweet. And I felt like the conversation was good. I mean, obviously now I'm replaying it and I have like a million, like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? But yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that he hasn't. I wonder if he felt the same way.
How did the kiss happen?
Oh, it was sweet. He like walked me to my car and we were just having a nice little conversation about something completely unrelated. And then he was like, can I kiss you? Which also, we love consent. Love that he asked.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Also like a really, like a green flag. Like, I thought that was a really like mature, like grown man kind of thing to do. So, yeah, another positive little moment from the date.
Okay. Is there anything you can think of that, like an awkward moment or something like that could have happened?
I mean, like I said, my ego is just probably a little bit bruised by this. So I'm automatically looking at myself in the mirror being like, am I not cute enough for this guy? Or honestly, I'm like, did my breath stink a little? Like, did I eat something stinky at dinner? Because it was like a quick kiss. It wasn't like prolonged and drawn out. So I thought, oh God, what if my mouth is stinky for some reason? Could have been more passionate probably. I don't know. Or like, we talked about work. That was a good thing. He's got like a really great stable job in finance. And I'm a server right now. I mean, I do a lot of things, but a server is sort of my main source of income. And I wonder if maybe that was off-putting to him. I'm not sure.
Did he say anything when you told him that?
No, he wasn't like overtly like judgmental or anything. I mean, I mostly consider myself a creative. Like, I have a multi-hyphenate. Like, I have a lot of things that I do. So it's, I think I sell myself pretty well in that regard. And hopefully he wasn't like off-put, but he seemed like supportive of it. He was like, oh, that's great. Like, seemed like that was admirable for me to be, juggling so many things at once and then being a server. So if he was off-put by it, he didn't really let on,
Maybe it was more like intimidation than a negative thing. Maybe it's just like, wow, she's creative and can do so many things. I'm so linear and whatever. I don't know if he is. I don't really know what he does, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely asked him a lot of questions about it. Like, I think, whatever, everybody's job is interesting. I like hearing what people are passionate about. So, but then I'm also like, did I ask too many questions? You know what I mean? Like, was I giving this man, a freaking like police interrogation?
All right. Well, let's see if we can figure it out for you so you can get out of your head on the whole thing.
I know.
I get it though. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date. Okay?
Okay, guys. Thanks.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Alicia is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Jason, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her, and hopefully get her another date if she wants one. But first, Alicia, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, so I went out with this guy, Jason. We met on Hinge. We talked for a little bit before. I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks, and I am totally spiraling about it. We did kiss on the date, but it was brief, and I wonder if my breath was stinky or if I was annoying on the date. That's the recap.
Okay. Well, are you ready for us to call him?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jason, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Jason, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jason. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Yeah. No, I know you guys.
Oh, you do?
Why are you calling me?
Sweet. We're calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you know the segment we do, the first date follow-up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting.
Okay.
So is there anybody that you can think of that you're ghosting?
I mean, not really. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, online dating, it's like you have like 7 conversations going, you know, and it's like kind of hard to remember sometimes like who.
This is somebody you actually went on a date with.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's so rare that like you actually meet somebody on the apps that like is actually worth going out with. And so I don't always like get out on a date with somebody. So like, yeah, I haven't really been on a lot of dates through Hinge. There's probably only like one like lately that I can remember.
Okay, what was her name?
Yeah, no, it was Alicia.
Yes,
Yeah.
you got it correct. That is it. That's who emailed us. She wants to know why you're ghosting her. She said she tried to reach out to you a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know how like sometimes people are like really, really good at like communicating in one style and then not so good at another one, you know, like, all right, she's kind of a chat queen. You know what I mean?
A chat queen?
She's great at chatting on the app, right? And like the conversation was super flirty and like, you know, it was like, we were both like, you know, never like leaving each other on red. Like there was a lot of just like quick back and forth and it was going really good. And, I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like maybe that set things up a little, like the bar a little bit too high. Cause then like when we got in person, it wasn't as fun. Does that make sense? But I mean, and like that was okay. But like the real deal breaker was like, she said she wanted a baby and I am like so not ready for that.
On a first date?
Yeah, no, so we're sitting across from each other in the booth in the restaurant, and she points over my shoulder, and she goes, I want one of those so bad. And I turn over my shoulder, and there is this, like, mom with, like, a toddler. Like, you know, she's, like, you know, kind of cooing in its face, and I'm just like, dude,
I mean, I feel like that's a little bit much on a first date.
I think it's actually...
To be like, I want one of those so bad, put one in me right now.
Whoa. I mean, not saying put one in me right now, but I think it is important to have that conversation early on a date because that way you save each other time. If you're a hard no and she's a hard yes, like why even bother having a second date? This ghosting makes sense then.
Yeah, I mean, so like I was totally going to take her back to my place, but like after like that happened, like I don't want to risk becoming a father right now. So like that was
okay. Sorry. Hi, Jason. Hi, it's Alicia. Can I butt in and say something?
Yeah, I think you just did.
I feel like I need to clarify something.
Alicia is on the phone listening and wants to talk to you if you haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Of course she is. Okay.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Hope you're doing well.
Hi.
Good to hear from you. Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? I definitely do not want a baby. I did not mention that I wanted a baby on this date.
Well, I'm like crazy. You pointed over my shoulder, said, I want one of those so bad. And there was like a mom with her toddler sitting right behind us. Like what?
No, I was pointing at the drink on somebody's table. I definitely don't want a baby.
Well, it wouldn't be weird if you did, but okay.
Are you serious? It wasn't the mom and the cooing baby behind us?
No, it was the drink that was at the table near us. I'm so embarrassed that you thought I was talking about that on a first date.
I turned around and all I saw was mom and baby and like my stomach dropped. And You're kidding me, right? It was a cocktail.
Are you sure you don't want a baby? Because you see what you want to see and say what you want to say.
Oh, man.
I definitely maybe was a little quiet on the first date. Sometimes I get nervous on first dates, but I definitely would not have pointed at a child and said, I want a baby. I'm not that bad.
Okay.
Well, good.
Right.
Now that we got that figured out, Jason, would you like another date with Alicia? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, like everything was pretty solid until that moment, and now that I know that I completely dissed that one, yeah, that sounds great. God, Alicia, I am so sorry. I didn't ask what you were talking about. Yeah, I would. If you're down, I would love to take you out again.
That is completely okay, and I would love to go out with you again. Thanks for the second chance. And to be fair, I think you also mentioned something about taking me home that night because I was listening to everything you said. So maybe we can make that happen too.
Now that I know where you stand on babies.
Oh my gosh.
Jubal's first date follow-up.